1 minute, please. Turn this music off. I don't know how to stop it. Hey, I did it. Welcome. Oh no, bring it back up so I don't forget anybody. Welcome, Liz Sanabria. That's Sea Legs Journeys, and Enzo and Ringo. Wild Jones. Oh, I don't like. Oh, and Jewel in the kitchen. Welcome to this live chat. Let me make sure I got. Oh, I guess comments would help, huh? Let's see. Yeah. Sorry. Live chats never work out, right? That's why it's live. Come on. Oh, that's me. Hello, me. Can't get it down. So that's where it was. Hey, Loud Jones, welcome back. Hey, Mark the Shark, welcome. Thanks for coming by, bro. So I want to make sure I catch. At least I'm blessed to be able to see today, huh? Kind of. Is that it now? I don't mean saying that like that. I'm talking about down to where I'll catch all the comments coming in. Because as we all know, it goes fast, right? All right, so my two blessings, well, actually several blessings for the start of 2023. Thank you, Les, for sharing that to the audience, or my Blazing Bros. And anyways, as you know, I'm 57. I'll be 58 in April, the end of April, but I have not had have a good life. Yes, I lived a good life, and had a lot of nightmares happen to me as a child, and twice, sexual assault, and the things that have happened to me here. Sorry, I'm kind of glancing because I don't want to miss anybody in the chat. Well, anyways, the nightmare I have. So when I had to, I believe it was December 27th of last year, I was having, I thought I was having the ultrasound done on my heart because that's what the cardiologist told me. Then on January 4th, I had the, what do you call it, echiogram or something like that to check my arteries of my heart and my heart because of family history. My dad and his mother, she had a massive heart attack and she died in 1977 from a massive heart attack, I guess from her diabetes, I don't know. And then my father had one. He had like a mild one as they were hooking him up in 1992 in the emergency room to the EKG machine. And I went looking for him because I was wondering, why is it taking so long? They told me your dad started having a mild heart attack as we were hooking him up to the EKG machine. So then they did that stent or whatever. And then in 1993, he had to have triple bypass, for that, and they took a vein or some veins from his side of his leg to put in him. So, to be honest, my family, my siblings know this. I don't keep a diet like I should. I try to eat as healthy as I can, but not having these, it's very hard. And living alone, it's scary to eat like healthy food. So, and my doctor knows because I tell her everything. I'm not gonna hide from her, because if I hide and I get busted for lying, like, I'll tell you a little funny, well, ironic, I guess, because to me it was haha funny, because I thought I was gonna play it slick. So her name was Lori Young. She was a nurse practitioner, and she preferred that her patients did not fast. That way she could see, the results of what kind of diet you keep. So Michael here is going to play Mr. Slick. And so she's sitting there across from me in the little room. And she goes, are you having a proper diabetic diet and you're eating healthy and stuff? I said, yes, I'm always eating healthy. I don't do nothing bad. And she looked at the screen and she looked at me and she goes, you want to try that again? And I knew I was busted. So I said, okay, you got me. So see, I'm not a very good liar. I always fess up right away. Anyways, so I let them know that I have to eat what I can eat without the fear of choking, or else if I can't eat unhealthy stuff, I need, being diabetic, and anyone else that's diabetic or know somebody that's diabetic in their family, or just in knowing, we have to have snacks in between. And but I do try. That's why I buy the spinach, the cauliflower, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, whatever. I try to do what I need to do, and if not, I guess I can have vitamins or something. I have to look into that. Anyways, I know I'm rambling on, but I'm extremely shy, despite how I come up on my channel. But where is it? Oh, these are two papers from. This is for the trend. I'm not going to try reading it. I'll show you, and then I'll read the information that was put on here. This thing here. Well, my coordination is bad. Anyways, that. And it was given to me the same day that I saw the cardiologist, Melissa, when did I see her? I was up here, I think. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm bad at reading. Oh, they put my birthday as my brother's birthday. And maybe 2 years older, that's fine. But I have to tell them that's wrong. Oh, no. I don't know. It was sometime last week or 2 weeks ago I was there. So anyways, so I'm not going to count this as 1 and 2. This would be 1, because it was the same clinic. Okay, so, and my reading is bad, and I read like a robot, so bear with me. Let's see. Physical conclusion for that whatever, echocardiograph, or something like that study. And it says, physical conclusion, left ventricle size is normal left ventricular wall thickness, ejection fraction is usually estimated at 60%, and she marked it here under it, as she said that's normal. So that's good news, because you want this working. And negative. That's how I know about myself, is to be negative, thanks to my mom and other family members on her side, and schoolmates and some teachers. But anyways, there is a grade 1 dialastic dysfunction. Well, anyway, that's too hard for me to read medical terms, but she said for this test, 100% no plaque in my arteries. So that's the blessing of. And then this one from the 27th of December, Radiology Limited. And sorry, it's taking me a while here too. So it says findings: calcium score, left main 0, left anterior descending 0, left circumflex or something like that 0, right coronary artery 0, total Edgeston score 0, percentile rank for patient age and gender. They know what I am, male. So you don't see it, but I have an Adam's apple. Total coronary artery, how to say, food, coronary artery, calcium volume 0, and dominance, right dominant coronary arteries, no coronary artery anomalies, left main, no detectable calcification, no stenosis, left and I'm sorry, I can't, and like carrier descending, no detectable clarification, no stenosis, left circumflex, sorry, no detectable calcification, no stenosis, right coronary artery, no detectable calcifications, no stenosis. They didn't do a bypass graft, but it says none. It says cardiac chambers, cardiac size and chamber. I don't know. It's kind of like not fully copied. It's half the letters across. But it looks like chamber. I don't know. Maybe you all can make it out for, where is it? Right here, because it's kind of like not blurry, but not fully. Well, my coordination is bad. Well, anyway, that's blessing number 1 for these two. Blessing number 2 is, as you know, my living situation, right? If any of you have seen my videos of how I live, not my humble life that I live, but I applied for Section 8 when they opened on January 3rd, and they were having a lottery, and I was chosen. So now I'm on the Section 8 waiting list, and I could get the hell out of here and get out of this nightmare area. So that's blessing number 2. Oh, hey, Brandy. So sorry, Poppy, I didn't see you. Yes, it's true how, Brandy, thank you. And Corner Clubhouse, Cobalt, thanks, guys, bros, for coming by. Appreciate it. Amen. Right, Brandy? And so that's kind of my blessing number 2. And the main blessing that I should have added was, since I chose to be back with Jesus Christ and God, that I feel that these ultrasounds and the echograph, whatever, on my heart would have not been good news for me had I not chosen at the right time to be good again and want that change. I deserve it. My inner self deserves it. I'm slowly getting back into, I hope I say the right word, meditation, because it kind of rhymes with another N word and ends with shun. But there's also the other word that when you're cooking, there's, well, let me say it right here too, macerate, okay? Not the other word, okay? Thank you so much, Brandy Puppy. I really love the words. And all of you, Brandy, Sea Lake Journey, Val Jones, everybody that you see here in the chat list, Santa Brea or Brea, I don't want to forget, Clubhouse Colbert. all of you and fellow like makeup mom and son, Michelle, very supportive. All everybody that I met through Chuber Chat, I may return to there, maybe not. If Kevin doesn't want me back, I understand. Gretchen, PA Pete, one that does the lottery tickets, good show. Uh, first, first floor audio emotion, uh, facing reality, Gloria's, oh my God, plate. I'm so sorry, Gloria. Everybody that will come on here, well, Keisha, H, Sharon Rollin, they all, Mark the Shark, they all wished me well, when I told them, because, I'm open, I will say whatever. And again, the main ones have to be God and Jesus Christ and my St. Jude. Well, not mine, but I pray to St. Jude since 1986. And I donate to the Children's Research Hospital. I know I'm not doing that for clickbait or anything, but I do have a heart. I do have a soul, and I had cancer and I survived it, but I don't like talking about it. But I've been through stuff, and Pastor Al told me, and also Pastor Al, thank you. Treasures Delight, thank you. That's his wife. Well, not her name, her channel's name. And Rose of the Rose Life, thank you so much. And, and Maria Angela for sending me the gift of the Bibles that I've been reading, and I'm feeling different. I still get angry, but it's like almost neutral, I guess now, but it's still pretty bad. And Pastor Al told me that the devil's going to come after me even more so now, because I'm no longer on his side. I'm on Jesus and God's side now. But I do still get angry, and I'm learning through over time. Eventually, I will be better. And I wish I would have had that chance when I was a child, but maybe I had to go through those experiences with the Catholic Church, the nuns and the catechism teachers, not in words, but their actions and their body language told me they were calling me dumb and stupid, and that would take me back to my mom. And, no child likes to hear that, especially from their mother or any parent or anybody. And then to be, because I've always, when I started catechism, I will thank catechism. When I was 6 years old, it would have been 1971. I really, when they said the Lord's Prayer, and I said, that's what I want said at my funeral. I want the Lord's Prayer, I don't know who's Catholic or what, none of my business. But on the little card, I want St. Jude on there, but I want the Lord's Prayer in the back. And I can't recite it on my own, only if I listen to Prince's song, like his song Controversy. He's doing the dirty part, but then he, in the middle on the instrumental break, he says the Lord's Prayer, and that's when I shut my eyes and I can say it then, as long as somebody else is leading the prayer. I do like prayer before I have dinner or before meals, period. If anybody says a prayer on their channel, any of you or former channels I was subscribed to, if they say a prayer, I close my eyes and I listen to them say the prayer, and as soon as they say amen, I do the sign of the cross and I also say amen. And that's my little part. Then that is like me praying, except verbally I was not saying it, but I was going with it. And but the nuns and the teachers in catechism used to claim that I was saying 3 different prayers into one, and I said, to me, I was making sense. I was saying one prayer, but they kept scolding me and saying, stop faking it and be serious and behave. You're here to learn your religion and stuff like that. But I would always go home crying to my mom and dad, and my mom and dad always would tell them, Michael has a very bad learning disability. He needs it repeated several times. It'll sink in eventually, and once he gets it, he's fine. They didn't listen to my parents, so I was like what some students do in high school. I would pretty much like drop out of catechism class first grade. Then my parents made me go second grade. I left. Third grade, I left. Fourth grade, I left. Finally, in fifth grade, I guess they got tired of me, and I kind of like had to fake my way into getting my first Holy Communion. And when everybody was, saying their prayer, though Michael here was moving his mouth. I know it's mean, but um, I received my Bible, my rosary, and the little figurine that came on the cake, my first Holy Communion cake. And I got a card, I think. I still have the rosary, I believe, and the little Bible, or it was stolen, and everything else was stolen from me in 2017. Oh, of course. But anyways, that's pretty much what I had to say, because you know me, I never plan anything. I don't script what I'm going to do or say on my channel, what I'm going to make. I'm slowly starting to think before I speak, because as you see in my prior videos, when I would get angry, I would always speak before I thought. And I want to change from that. I need to, like my dad always gave me the praises and stuff. My mom never did. So when she left in 1980 and my dad raised us kids by himself, my dad sacrificed. I know this has nothing to do with it, but I just want to share it. When my dad passed away, we gave him the send off that he deserved. We gave him a full 21 gun salute with the American Marine military sending my dad off in honor of my dad. And on his headstone, it's a color one. His picture, he's holding my nephew, but you barely see the top of his little black curly hair. And it's a big Marine emblem on there. So we sent our Marine off. We had doves at his funeral. The 21 gun salute, obviously. My older brother Bubba got the flag, but we would have it for 3 months or 6 months each. But finally, when it got to our only full-blooded sister, she has it, because she's the one with kids. We don't have kids. Hey, Acacia H. I mentioned you a while ago, Puppy Lake. Thank you for coming by, sweetheart. Happy Sunday. We had released balloons in there. He was, and I don't want to break down crying. He was everything. Bubba had to leave high school to take care of our sister because she was only 4. She was 3, going to be 4, because my mom left on my dad's birthday, April 9th, and then my birthday is at the end of April. So I was junior high or high school, and I was 14, going to be 15 as soon as the 26th came around. So in high school, I had a part-time job, and in my mind, I wasn't doing well in school because of learning disability. So I left school in 84. I know it was February of 80, yeah, because 83 would have been my graduation year. No, no, I'm sorry, 83, I must have left high school then, because that would have been my senior year. And since I had the part-time job, I asked if I could go full-time during summer, and they said okay. And I would give my dad most of my paycheck because I didn't need it. I was still living at home, he didn't. My dad said, you can stay here as long as you want. I don't care if you're grown men at that time. And he said, I don't care if you're 40 years old. If you need a place to stay, or your house is always here. But little did we know, my dad was going to lose the house because he had the land before he married my mom. And then she was so selfish and vain, and she was a black force in the house. And it was a blessing that she left, because all the times that she was there, our house always seemed dark. And that's with the drapes open and the curtain open, So the day that she left, boy, bright, beautiful sunlight was coming in the living room window, and it was just peaceful. There was no tension, no, I wish she was gone. Hey, Treasure July, I mentioned you too, Puppy Way. I'm not saying that you gain points or anything. I'm not like that, but yeah, my mom told my dad because she did witchcraft. My mom, because her aunts, my great aunt Socorro, my grandmother, her mother's sister, and she's still alive. So that woman has to be a witch for sure because she don't want to meet her maker, and I haven't seen her since the 70s. But when they did the Ouija board and the women spell and stuff like that, and she doesn't know English too much, but she's afraid to meet her maker, is my belief. And her second husband, Shorty, he would sit in the recliner and just didn't blink, did not move, didn't ask for food, nothing. He would just was like in a trance or something, and everybody was saying she has him under a spell. So I don't know. He didn't speak English either, but we used to say hi to him and stuff, but he just would not respond. And what else? I like sharing. I don't like BSing. I I can lie, like I said, but with my doctor, remember I said about Laura Ketchman, she goes, "You want to try that again? Or you want to run that by me again?" So that's why she told me, "You can go ahead and eat. I want to see what you're eating." And she gave me that look like, "Please don't ever try and lie to me again, because I wouldn't be." What's this thing in the way? But I'm looking to, since I know it doesn't look like it, but since February of last year, I started spring cleaning. I know it doesn't look like it, but I said, no, that's another thing I want to do, is also start throwing things away that I need to let go of. I'm not a hoarder, but I believe uh, I just like things because everything of mine was stolen in 2017. Well, so I have it out where I can see it and know that if I need something, there it is, or here and there. I'm slowly cleaning out my bedroom. I want to move it around again because I get tired of things being the same way. That's why I'm constantly changing my photos here, Facebook, wherever. Um, I need to close up my fans only pages. I need to get rid of a lot of bad stuff because November 1st of this year will be 7 or 8 years I've been doing the amateur modeling, and I need to stop. It's hard. I don't get paid because I would lose my Social Security, my SSI. But if I could rebuild a fan base like I had, the 4.5 million followers, subscribers, views through my photo albums, because I'm photogenic. That's how I don't use filters or anything. But anyways, that had it had 100,000 views for 200 of my photo albums. Some of my photo albums had 200 pictures. Some of my photo albums had one picture, even though it was a photo album. And then my videos, I had 800 videos, and they got views, but very slowly. But I would be they told me, because became VIP 7 different times, my materials, I know I'm bragging, I just want to put it all out there to kind of like confess. And I know that my confession goes to Jesus Christ and God, but I'm getting through easily through you guys and your support and love and friendship. And I'm leading a better life because of you all. It's because I didn't have the high school diploma, and I said they told me I got up to status enough where I could be earning $5,000 every 2 weeks. And somebody without a high school diploma, that's damn good, and I guess I did like the acknowledgement of it, and I got up to the status part where up and coming, anybody, male, female, two guys, two girls, whatever. I don't want to get too deep in that, but in that kind of business, I had the authority to have people under my belt and be able to tell them, yes, you have what it takes, or sorry, try another place here. Well, the website was called X2, but they closed up September 5th, 2021. I don't know why it closed, but they told us, check all your material. I just deleted all mine. I have a few things that did not get deleted, so they're out there somewhere, my pictures and stuff. And it's just, porn was always not part of me, but I became involved in it, but not professionally. I was asked, because you have to have 1,000 videos or more to become offered a contract for professional porn, but I wasn't going to go that route, and nobody ever came to my apartment. I did all the pictures, I did the videos. For that, I know how to edit and stuff like that. Where genius I was for that, but for here, I can't. Just not click. And see, I want to confess. That way, that I'm not so goody-goody, but as I think it stems from me not getting counseling for what my mom did to me. And 9 years old, when I was sexually molested, I kept that to myself from the age of 9 to the age of 21. I don't know how I survived and not ended up on drugs or drinking or all the above, in jail and dead or whatever. But there's still a lot of me you don't know about, and I'll share that eventually, but a little bit at a time, okay, guys? But yeah, I've been through a lot, and I put myself in that position to do that kind of material. I want to stop talking about it because I don't want to get you all like, oh, and stuff like that. But we all make mistakes, and I got to learn from the mistakes I did. I don't like TikTok because somebody told me, do you have an account on there? There's pictures of you. And I said, no, I don't get on TikTok. And when they told me under this name, these are all pictures of you. And I looked and I said, oh my God, and I reported it to TikTok. And they said they were going to do something, but as far as I know, I think those pictures are still up on TikTok, but that's another bad thing. And the only one thing that I did that was smart was I did not use my name. I used an Arabic name from a former fellow bro on Facebook that I was friends with. And hey, Sam, what's up? Happy Sunday, bro. So, like, I don't know if any of you ever heard of that YouTuber. He was I think a weightlifter named Michael Hoffman. But some greedy, I don't know who it was, if it was in the gay part of the adult industry of amateur, found out who he was because he used his real name, unfortunately, and he lost all his endorsements. And I think he was on the cover of Fit or one of those muscle books, or his channel was very. So he did a video where he's confessing about it, and he's got watery eyes, and it was very sad, and it almost was like a suicide video. And I told him, I didn't think at the time that it wasn't I thought it was him, his channel, but somebody was trying to use his channel as a clickbait for their channel, secret channel, and that poor Michael Hoffman wanted to me. We all said, don't end your life. It's not worth it. Some greedy got a hold of it, and either it was blackmailing him or something, but he's in his car, and it's like he wants to kill himself because he's got no other choice, or to him, he had no other choice. And that's the bad thing about the gay community. There's a lot of people that will want revenge through it, and that needs to stop. And that's part of the lifestyle that I have that I do not agree with. I have my own prejudices against the gay uh, lifestyle. This will get me a lot of hate, but I don't think same-sex couples should be married fine, I guess. Well, not really, but adopting children, because then they're persuading the children see their two males or two females kissing when maybe they weren't meant to grow up gay also. They should be in a heterosexual family only. See, I have my own prejudice. That's another reason why I do not uh, display, own, have, want the pride flag. Like I said, the American flag is my flag. That's who represents me and me well, and all of us, But and that, like Dione from Thrifty Divas a couple of years ago, she sent me a pride fan, one of the, that kind, and a rainbow, and I was very offended, but because I was good friends with her, I said, "Oh, thank you." I did appreciate it because she did make me the rainbow, and I love rainbows. And she put "love is love," and I said, "Oh, okay, that is stepping the line." Because if she would have just left it a rainbow and said, "For you, Michael," or something like that, fine, because I love rainbows, but because I'm gay, I guess they assume that, oh, it's part of the pride flag. No, it's not. I do not own a pride flag. I took her fan down, and I took the rainbow, and it's up there on that other table. But no, that's not a flag that belongs here in my home. Other people, fine, but for me, Michael Finley, no, it does not, and I don't want it. Yeah. Oh, hey, Pastor Al, thank you. I gave you and your wife and Miss Rose, your beautiful daughter, a big thank you earlier, and it's I want my hell to become peaceful, calm. I don't know the right words to use. Um, See, now that I'm thinking before I speak, so I can't come up with anything. But I think you all know what I'm trying to say. I, I'm entitled to this happiness. I deserve this happiness. I want this happiness, and I just want to be me, Michael, the kind, quiet, good man that I am. Uh, a damn good friend. I don't want to say hello because then I sound like a dog. Nothing wrong with pets. I love pets too. My partner at the time stole my Dachshund dog named Ferlin after Patsy Cline's good friend, Ferlin Husky. So I have to pretend like I don't like dogs or cats. I'm highly allergic to dogs and cats, but I'm willing to. My sister has cats, 2 cats, and Bubba has 3 cats, I think, or 2 cats, and I get bad my allergies set off, but that's their animals. I'm not gonna say, can you put them in the room? Can you have them be somewhere else, or I won't go. I'm willing to get sick with allergies in order to see my family, my siblings, and nieces and nephews. They mean more to me than my allergies, so I know that my allergies will pass. I can't get those nieces and nephews back if they're gone, or my siblings. Once we're gone, well, we're gone. I can't. It's out of my control, and I just deserve happiness. I never thought I could be happy in this lifetime, but it seems like you all and God and Jesus Christ are letting me know that I can be happy in this lifetime, and I hope that this live chat and my newer materials that come up, that I hope you all, well, not hope, but I hope that, I don't know how to put it, that you all see a change in me for the better and not for the worse. And again, I deserve that, and that's why I choose to surround myself with all you beautiful people, Population Bros, to be on your channels also. and I feel that love and support that I didn't feel from parts of society here in Tucson. Not all of Tucson is bad, just the BS I had to deal with, because that was my hell here on Earth, and I know Earth is hell because it's not God's thing. God's kingdom is heaven, and heaven's not on Earth. We have to make it the best we can, and unfortunately, there seems to be more bad this last few years than there has ever been before, and I don't understand about the new world order. Everybody's entitled to their beliefs and non-beliefs. I'm the last person at that time to tell people, not to believe, or that's just was my choice at the time. Hey, Puppy Lake Colleen. Hey, what's up? Welcome. Happy Sunday to you, sweetheart. First Wonder Woman giveaway winner on my original channel. I will be having a Wonder Woman giveaway, but I keep overspending my money, so I keep pushing back. But hopefully, since February is a short month, I'm hoping early March I will be doing a all-theme Wonder Woman giveaway again to get to my next level of. But I don't want to just do it to get subscribers. For me, I don't feel right doing that. I want to do it because I feel all of you are deserving. You bros, can you let me know what I could do for a giveaway for you guys? Because I don't know if you want a Wonder Woman figurine or stuff, maybe for your girlfriend, wife, daughter, niece, or friend or whatever. But let me know, because I'm trying to come up with something. I'm thinking, well, maybe a gift card or two. I have to do something for you guys too, because you guys mean you're like brothers to me. That's why I call you guys bros. And Poppy is why I call you beautiful ladies Poppy, because to me a butterfly is very beautiful, because it goes from the way I not compare, but say about the ladies is because maybe you're not feeling good about yourself. I don't know, I'm not in your head, I'm not in your thoughts, so I don't know how you think that maybe you're feeling sad or not good about yourself, or maybe you think you're not attractive, or all women are attractive. We would not be here if it weren't for you women. So if a woman keeps house, takes care of the children, pay her, that's a job that's never ending. I watch the Wads, like Taiwan. I think that's part of their last name, WADS, and in her video, she's always cleaning. She's always, and I said, she should earn other than off of YouTube, but she should be paid for the housework. She's very inspiring. She just had a little boy and her fifth child and final child. She's sad about it, of course, because he's gonna be the last baby. But she named him Wolfgang, and they all have unique names. I like their names. You know, the first son is named Wentworth, not because of his name, but I think she said their last name is Wadsworth. So can you imagine signing as for the signature how big it'd be? And I said, poor kid, but yeah, they're good kids, and like all kids. Avelina's the firstborn. Eleanor looks just like Kim to me, and I say to the camera, when I'm watching her video, she'll come on. Oh, she was on yesterday because she comes on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Very attractive couple. Her husband Alex, and then there's Wentworth, and then little Meredith, and then Wolfgang. But I shouldn't have given your names. I should have said, watch her channel. She goes to Costco a lot. She's good. She cooks a lot of good stuff. She always says, Food Network, are you ready? And I love her positive. She drinks water. She won't drink soda. Very rarely she'll drink but they eat healthy. The two older girls have allergies to certain products of food, and so Kim has to get gluten free, and one of them can't have peanut butter, so she works around that, and she makes recipes and desserts. She does brownie Fridays. Very nice family, and I've been watching her for several years now. And a lot of other channels. I try to, like I said, keep that positivity going, and I'm constantly with my earbuds on because I'm listening to music. I have Prime Time videos that I paid for on my phone, so when I'm walking out and about, since I'm very shy, yes, shy, and I just gotta have noise other than white noise going on in my head, right? Because I think I would go literally insane if I don't have music, hear noise outside. And I used to have my TV going, DVDs or something, music, and being on my laptop, I constantly gotta have sound around me. So that's how my mind works. Because when I'm just sitting here, my bipolar depression, well, manic depressive, uh, will come on, and I can't have that. I have enough against me, and I want gone. Like the other day, OCD hit me hard, and I said I was at I requested to be taken off my medication for the OCD. I chose to deal with it on my own. It's hard, and actually, if I go into a diabetic mood swing, that's worse than my rage coming out. 'Cause my rage, I get blinded by it, and I'll start punching, throwing punches, and hopefully there's not a child or woman that comes by, because I cannot stop once I start going because of my obsessive compulsive disorder. I just have to keep on until I'm tired or whatever. And I was already arrested for fighting with that idiot that came out of a gay bar holding hands and kissing another guy that was not me. So I lost it. And I got arrested for, well, they said DV, but, well, they took him too. But I shamed my my father because he raised me better than that. To, yes, fight, defend yourself and your family, but don't get arrested. And since I'm only 5'5" and he was 5'8", well, he had grabbed my cell phone and he extended his arm. Well, I'm only like this, so I was jumping up trying to get my phone, and I was doing my hands like this. I did punch him a few times, but there was a, what do you call it, an ambulance rescue squad type of vehicle coming out of a corner, and they turn, and they're the ones that called 911 saying that the short, however they said it, the smaller one was beating up the taller one. And of course he's gonna protect himself, because I have the habit of punching somebody on the jaw, and when any of you that's ever thrown a punch at somebody on the jaw hurts, it hurts your hand good. But yeah, we both got arrested, but I thought he should have been the one that got arrested, not me, but they took me too. And boy, they put your hands, which is, I guess, only right, because fighting is fighting. But my dad, they didn't tell my dad, my siblings didn't tell my dad that I got arrested. They kept that from him, and they said, "Don't you tell dad that you were arrested." So, he died not knowing that I got arrested. I'm sure he knows now, but yeah, when I used to say, when dad passes away, it's going to be the death of me. And literally, I thought I was going to die because I said, I cannot live without the guiding force in my life here on earth was my dad. Little did I know it was going to be my mentality, you know, that it was really going to, set off my, when, um, well, he died in 2005, October 14th, 2005. I went home because me and the idiot used to watch him during the day until my younger brother got home because he lived with my dad. And Bubba would get home, and my sister got home from college, and not college, from her job, to with my nephew. And so I said, I can't stay up anymore. I need to go home and take a nap, and I'll come back later that night or early morning. And I kind of slept late because I was tired. And then the phone rang early in the morning, and um, October 14th, 2005, I could hear him on the phone, and he said, okay, I'll let him know. And they said at once something in the morning, my dad passed away that morning. And my younger brother said that he heard like shuffling in the room, so he went and opened the door from his bedroom, went into my dad's, and he said my dad was taking his last breaths, I guess. And so because he was in home hospice, he didn't want to be in a place, so he, you know, we saw him getting thinner and thinner from the prostate cancer, like his father and his grandfather. And the hospice team they were only supposed to take care of my dad for 3 months or 6 months, and that was it. But we got to like them and stuff like that, except Patsy, the nurse. Um, they took care of him, kept coming around for a little over a year, and we became very good friends with them and stuff. And I said something very inappropriate to, of course, to Annie, a senior citizen nurse. You know, she was the one that bathed my dad and cut his hair and stuff like that. And I'm gonna be vulgar here because Patsy was a goddamn bitch with my father. She was the hospice nurse, and one time I told her my dad has some kind of blister on his lower back. Can you check out? She goes, "Oh, it's probably just a bed sore or whatever. Just put some soap on it and he'll be fine." And I thought, what a bitch, you know. And then one time my dad couldn't, have a bowel movement, and he said, in a weak voice, call Patsy and tell her if she could break an infection. Well, so I called. Of course, I'm the one that nobody liked her. She didn't like my dad, so my siblings didn't like her. But I said, well, I guess I'll be the one that has to deal with her. And I said, Patsy, my dad can't have a bowel movement. Can you come break an infection? Here I go. Well, that goddamn fucking bitch didn't want to. She said she hates doing them because it smells and this and that. It's disgusting. And I said, well, you're the nurse. Isn't that your damn job, Patsy? And she said, well, yes, but still. So I said, fine. Bye, Patsy. And I hung up on her. So I went in the room with my dad because he was in Jose. I'll just say Jose. That was in there with my dad. And I said, Dad, she said she can't make it. I hated lying to my dad, a dying man, my dad, skin and bones. And I said, well, I guess it's up to me. So I said a prayer in my head as best as I could to St. Jude. And I said, please, St. Jude, I'm going to do what that woman should have done for my dad. And I said, okay, Daddy, you took care of us. Well, you took care of me when I was a baby from stories I was told by you and by your siblings, that my dad did more taking care of us babies than my mom did. Anyways, I put on a glove and I said, I don't want to injure my dad because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And I said, please, Jesus Christ and God, do not let me rip my dad's rectum, because my fingers shake also, and I didn't want to like that because I don't know how thick the lining is inside there. And so I said, okay, Daddy, now it's your turn. You are my son right now, and I have to do this for you because as a child, you don't know how to do something like that. So I said, uh, so I broke the infection for him, and I after I was done, um, my dad started crying and he thanked me for it. And he says, Patsy didn't want to do it, huh? And I said, no, Daddy, she didn't want to do it for you. And I got mad. And so when I was done, I got on the phone and I called the hospice place and I spoke to Janelle, the supervisor there of Patsy. And I told her exactly Patsy's reaction and stuff. And I had to end up doing it several more times prior to that, the time that I called Janelle and told her about Patsy. And Patsy had no right working as a nurse, especially in the hospice. Even though there's nothing they can do, Patsy did not have to disrespect my father like that, and in front of us when he was close to death as it was. So that morning that my dad passed, you're only allowed, I think, a few minutes to say your goodbyes and to your parent or family. And they gave us a full hour with my dad, and each one of us were crying, obviously, and they let us have a full hour, and it was Bubba, me, my younger brother, and my sister, and she was holding my nephew at the time because the niece wasn't born yet. And then me and my younger brother, when they, finally had the coroner came and had to take my dad, they covered him, with this green blanket thing and chucked it in him. And they said, we're doing this so as privacy, because, there's always onlookers. And me and my younger brother walked behind them because we're not supposed to, once the coroner leaves with the body, you have to stay. They let me and my younger brother walk and escort our dad and me and my younger brother got each door with the lady, and we closed the back doors and said, bye, Daddy, we love you, we'll miss you forever. And sent our daddy to the coroner. Well, we didn't, the coroner left, but we stayed outside, and then everybody else came outside, and we saw the coroner drive off. And I went like that. I said, bye, Daddy. Hope to be with you soon. But my dad did a lot for us, so that's where my mentality went out the damn door. And that's when I know I'll be happy again, is I'm up there with my dad. And so I need to change my life so I can be up there with my dad. I don't want to be down below with my mom. My mom did enough to my head and my my person, my mind, my heart, everything. But I guess I don't want to bore you all with my story, but I just want to share with you all because I feel you're entitled to know why I am the way I am and stuff. But I need to keep the memory in happier ways and stuff. And just me, and I hope none of you ever have to be treated, or anybody younger than you guys, to be treated the way I was treated. And the only way I can be happy here on earth is to be surrounded by all of you, populated bros, and the ones with fellow YouTubers that have that have channels, that I see the love and the between parents with their children, especially the mother, not to dismiss us men, the men, but that I see the love I should have gotten the respect I should have gotten, the support, everything that I see in you ladies with your children, I should have gotten from my mom and didn't. But it is what it is, I guess. And that's why when I'm angry and I say, go off on you ladies, well, women, and I say FB, and B and stuff like that, it's a trigger, because I know you're not her, but it's the female sex. I didn't get therapy for it. And I don't mean it as just a trigger. And when I hear certain words being said, I get angry, and it triggers me off to get angry at women. And I know it's none of your fault. It's just, I just see the word female and mother in my head. I don't see the former YouTubers that I used to talk to that are females that I go angry at. I don't see their face. I see female and I see the word mother. And the word female went in my head. Nothing else. Not them, nothing, just female and mother. That's enough to set me up in that. And it's actually towards my mother that I'm saying these words, but I'm saying that on the camera, so it seems like it's whoever is receiving it from me, but it's not intentional. It's just, again, female, the word female and mother is my trigger of my mother, not none of you, because none of you are my mother. You're probably saying, thank God. But yeah, and I want counseling for that. I need it. But this here is my church, my confession. She said on video, so I want all things that I've been through and how you all make me feel. That way, I guess that I don't die in vain, because tomorrow's never promised, So always make the best that you can in the time that you got here on earth. I can't tell you all what to do, but I do appreciate and love everything that you all suggest or advise me I should do, or like I don't know how to put it, because comprehension. But sorry, did anybody else come in? Thank you, Colleen, and everybody. Thank you, Keisha. See, I'm not afraid to cry on camera. I'm a human being. I'm a man, but men, at least this man cries. I'm not ashamed to admit it. You saw, and I prefer being as human and real as possible. I don't like fake and phony. I cannot deal with it. And that's one thing you will never hear from me or on my channel is fake and phony. Obviously. But probably saying, ooh, Boogers, it's not, But, well, I wasn't planning to say that, but like, I can lie, but I'm feeling guilty that I end up fessing up. And then if you start losing trust, somebody's trust, oh, look at this. I had a salito and didn't even, oh, we're good. There went snack on it. But, oh God, I digress. What was I saying? But anyways, again, I like, since they say there's about cloning and stuff like that in the future and stuff like that, that way, that if I'm cloned, let's see if they can come up with, this will be predated, I guess what I'm trying to say, before science comes in and overtakes all of us, and then we're a Stepford husband or Stepford wife. But I don't say that about just any person, I say, like, I'm gonna quote Madonna here, like when she came up with pushing the envelope or pushing people's buttons. I never said that. I like her music, some of her songs. I like her outspokenness, but sometimes she can be a stupid idiot. Like when she said, if Donald Trump gets to become president, I'm gonna blow up the White House. Well, I don't talk politics here really, but I do once in a while. Um, I didn't vote when Biden got in, not because I didn't like him, but um, I I decided the ones that were running for the presidency, I said neither one of them deserved my vote or my time, so I didn't vote. I did when Donald Trump and I forget who else was running then. I voted then, but I don't want to keep it. Not because I'm afraid of hate or whatever, but I don't want to talk about that. I'd rather talk about my real life things that matter to me. And voting for the president for me does not matter. Right now, America's full of shit. But I'm not anti-American. But I'm entitled to the way I feel about certain things, like all of us. And I want to get out this damn subject of politics. But anyways, I guess I'll end it. I guess I entertained you all for this live chat and this unexpected turn I took, but just want you to know what makes Michael Finley and why I think and feel the way I do and see things in a different way. You have to have lived the life I did, obviously, to fully understand. So if I'm not acting correctly, I'm either gone totally insane and really deserve living here where I'm at, or um, just sharing my life with the bullshit. And I rather put myself out there, even if I get made fun of again by trolls, because boy, I got butchered on my birthday. But I wasn't getting angry at them for saying to me what they were saying. I'm used to it, the hate, and that just like I was more angry for what the bros and populace who were there had to put up with. Remember, Colleen, what you told me when I was waving that heart, and the stupid little plastic stick snapped and it broke and the little heart went down, and then you told me stop playing with your stick. That was funny, but I was angry that you all had to witness that. Not, I wasn't mad at for myself. Like I said, I'm used to that. It just took me back to my mom, But that I was wanting to have you, have all of you, bros and populace, enjoy yourselves celebrating my 57th birthday. Then that's why I was getting angry and cussing. But then I fell into their trap. I did exactly the reaction they wanted. I got angry and was cussing and telling them off, So, but I know now better. And then Sea Lake, I don't know. I can't say people's channels now. Sea Lake Journeys had said, I don't want to say which one of you said it, but you'll know, said that means you're doing something right. If you get trolls, that means you're doing something right, and they're threatened by that, and they want to see us fall. And on my birthday, I fell, and I'll admit that. So I took it down. That video, I wanted to keep it because it was my birthday, but I deleted it. I didn't save it or anything. I got rid of it because it was a negative thing that I wanted positive, and you all should have a good time celebrating my birthday with me. But it's gone. I remember everything, but that's why I'm not selfish like that to get angry. I was a little hurt by some of the words because they were very hateful, but Like I said, I'm used to it, even though nobody deserves hate. And I always got to remember, because like I said, I always speak before I think. I actually don't hate anybody. I always say that I hate that person. That's what I actually mean to say is I dislike that person. Just like I'm sure, no, I don't know about any of you. I don't think so, but because I think you would tell me, you're being an asshole, but um, it's, oh, great. I digress again. Jesus. Um, oh, God, what was I saying? See, got too much water on the brain. All the sinuses. Or maybe drinking too much water. Well, I'll take a sip. And then I ate one, but here's my other hot dog that got too close to the chime, but I'll eat it afterwards. And now, I like jewelry. Don't worship it. I don't love it. Like, I don't lust after it. I just like interesting jewelry. I even have a ring with I know I might get hate for this one, but it's okay. The Illuminati ring. I don't wear it. I just have it because I think it's interesting. I don't like the design. I don't know how to explain it. It's just different, I guess. But I don't do when I was in XTube and I reached my first million subscriber fans, whatever, I was contacted through through XTube for the Illuminati. And I said, no, I got this success on my own. You can go kiss yourself. Well, this is something else, but my last name starts with, I'm sure you know what that means, themselves. And I said, don't contact me again. But yeah, I guess maybe they may have owned stuff. I don't know, part of the business. They say that kind of business is by the mob, I think, or whatever they're called, the mafia or something, the cartel or something like that. But they didn't allow, I'm gonna get dirty, bestiality, and definitely were very strongly against child pornography. That's why I went with that site, because I see how my mind just wanders if I don't have music going on, or but again, let me stop that subject. But I don't want to say they were decent, but I had subscribers that were Satanists. I had some that were in the Taliban, and I said, don't contact me, don't ask for personal information, because I will report you to Homeland Security. But I was not known here in America. My celebrity status was any country outside the United States. Anyway, let me get off that subject. But I guess seeing the hot dog in the bun maybe think of the amateur adult industry, but it's a former life of mine, and I want to leave it behind because it's dirty, and I want to be clean. I understand it's not going to happen overnight, but I want it to. That's one thing I wish would happen overnight, and my anger. And they're probably saying, well, you can't be shy now. Yeah, when I first started in November 1st of 2015, when I became a webcam model first, and they said, well, if you used to webcam, how can you be shy? And I said, because I would have the screen where I would see it black, a black screen. They could see me and I could hear them, and they could hear me and see me. And I used to do semi-nude stripping and dancing, but because of neuropathy in both my feet and lower legs, well, that put a stop to that thing. So I had to figure out another way of putting myself out there, and I did. I'll say it very quickly. That's the type was Arabic name I used, and I spoke a little bit of Arabic. That's how I knew what my name, my legal name, Michael, means in Arabic. It means love, and that's one reason that I will not change it, because at least I feel that the name Michael means something to me. Again, replacing what my mom should have given me was love. So that's one reason I will not change my name from Michael. I want to. It's too common of a name, and then a former neighbor in the 90s, she said, the name Michael is as close as you can get to holiness or to God is anything, or something like that, she said. And I said, well, I'm not God, and you're not, I don't claim to be better than God, because I'm not. And I don't know what she meant by it, but I took it as she was like, call me like God in a way. And I said, no, I never have compared myself to God or claim to be just like God. I will never be. None of us are. There's only one God, and there's only one Jesus Christ. And that's another thing that I never understood. I didn't think that anybody could be named Jesus, and I didn't think that anybody else was to be born on Christmas Day but Jesus, baby Jesus. And I kind of like get like, what? It does not register in my head. I said they're sinning because they're named Jesus and they were born on Christmas. Not the person named Jesus, but other children born on. I'm not, don't curse them. I just, I guess, like freak out or like can't comprehend it. Well, I guess to me that's like that day and that month and date is only meant for the one and only true King, baby Jesus, that becomes Jesus, man. And then, Passover or Easter or whatever, or, I don't want to talk religion here, even though I do plenty of it, but it's not that kind of channel. But it's, I want you to get into kind of my psyche, and say, oh, that's how Michael operates. That's why Michael is like that, and why he gets so quickly angry. But like, my dad always gave me praise that I was smart and intelligent. But again, that's why I don't like to feel good about myself, positive about myself, happy. My dad gave me a lot. His siblings gave me a lot of praise. It was easier for me to be negative because it came easier. The only time I felt intelligent was, again, in the 90s when I took the entrance exam to a junior college, and I went through the disability department, and I said, with my learning disability, if the test is like half an hour or 45 minutes, I need at least an extra 10, 15 minutes and I'll be fine. So they allowed me, they said, well, you don't need an hour or two, do you? And I said, no, just like 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes at the most, depending what the test is, because science is my favorite. And of course, I got high scores on that one. So Johnny Taylor, my advisor, after the exam, they got the scores, and he said, you know that you could skip junior college and you could become a freshman at the University of Arizona. And I said, really? And they said, they showed me my scores, and it was like, hi, and I said, are you sure these are my answers? And it's just not my name mistakenly put on there. They said, no, these are your scores. I had like a 10 point something, or 11 point something, even a 12 or 13 point something. And I said, oh my God, well, can I get to keep these results? And he said, well, yeah, they're yours. And I had them, but of course got stolen. And then I took a reading class that I didn't even have to be in. Oh my God, that teacher, Dr. Beverly. But I still want to do I went to Pima Community College, downtown campus in the 90s. My sister attended. My younger brother was already working there and in the library. And my cousin Mireya, that time I told that man, shut the hell up, because he got my last nerve, man. And they was like, oh my God, that was so funny. And they told me that he never spoke up in class ever again after I shamed him. But he took my last, he hit the last nerve because I kept falling behind, and I could be at the bottom of a long page of reading, but as long as I keep getting interrupted, I got to start all over again because what was just sunken in here is gone. And I had it. The teacher wasn't telling him anything. Mr. Broderick didn't tell me anything. So I felt I had to say something because he needed to shut up. Because he sat in front of me at the table in front of, because I was between Mireya and my sister. And Mireya was to my right and my sister to my left. And he just kept on and kept on and kept on. And I just blew it. And I'm entitled to have that, the quietness. And I assume somebody in college is grown up enough to shut the hell up. So I needed to tell him, shut the hell up. And I went like this. I was mad. And I stood up and, well, you shut the hell up. And it was so funny, man. The classroom got quiet. Oh my God. And then math class, when I was accused of cheating, but I got the same score when I had to retest. And what I did in there. And then Dr. Beverly, reading class. Again, I wasted time in there. I didn't have to be in reading class. My reading test score was so high I didn't have to. But I didn't know. I wasn't told that until after the fact. But I still don't like, with all of you, if you give me, say, oh, you're smart and stuff, there I'm starting to accept that and believe it. But my dad and other people would tell me just in and out, in and out, in and out cycle. But my mom, in, stay there, don't go anywhere. So that's why I always tell myself, well, I guess I'm not going to be happy in this lifetime. Probably in my next lifetime, I won't either. Oh, thanks to my mama. My mom, my sweet, loving mama. She loved me. She loved us, but because we were told by our dad that when her father passed away, she jumped on the casket and was saying, "Daddy, Daddy, Daddy," because she was the baby of the girls, and my Uncle Roy, the youngest of the boys. And then when I told La Frontera therapist that, he said, "Do you know if your mom was ever sexually molested by her father?" I said, "I don't know." Something, she was very tight-lipped because she had oral cancer when her and my dad were first married. So I think that's where I got mine from. And she had some missing teeth from that. But I chose to go with experimental chemotherapy instead of a top named one. And that's why I asked, because I said, well, let's try the experimental one, because if it's not ever tested or used, nobody's ever going to know the outcome. It could possibly work. Well, it worked. I just lost this, and I figured, well, I'd rather have none of these but be alive and cancer-free than have them and possibly it come back, and then maybe I'll lose my life then. So I said, no, let's try the experimental chemotherapy, and this was the result of that. But other than that, obviously it worked. That I'm alive. I've been in, not recession. What's that word? What's that word? Remission. Recession. But see, that's why I wanted to write a book, but I figured my book will be videos here, and whatever I say about my life is that, because I wouldn't want to charge you all for those true stories of my nightmare life. But I'm happy most of the time. I cannot acknowledge it. I feel happy and stuff like anybody. My mentality, I cannot acknowledge it. I cannot, oh, I'm happy today or something. I see when I smile, and when you all make me smile and stuff like that, or the channels, I'm laughing most of the time. See, I don't remember if I got this, but I was looking for the one with the little. I think it was a rhino actually. That's a little pig, little, and it had a like a rubber thing like that, and when you squeeze it, the raspberry sounds. But so I said, well, this is next best thing. It's actually a dog's toy, but I said, well, in memory of my Ferlin, my little Dachshund, and um, I'm always cracking myself up in here. I sometimes have the door closed, well, most of the time, and I'm in my room. If I'm bored and need to laugh real quick, I go and I start laughing. And then this one I got at Dollar Tree, on why I only got one, but it's called Letter Rip sound machine. But of course, when I want it to work, it doesn't. But that cracks me up. And I used to take this to the park, and I don't care who it is, but anybody that so happens to bend over, I would push it, and so be cracking up there too at the park. But I don't care, I was doing my own entertainment, and I laugh. I love to laugh, but I prefer to make others laugh, and if it's at my expense, fine. As long as I'm not being made fun of after the fact. But if you need a laugh, I hope I can cause that. But I never want you all to feel my pain and my sadness. That's for me to deal with. Not. I know that you care and stuff like that. Like, if you're gonna pray for me, I would prefer that I'm not told until after you see what you prayed for me has been answered. Then you can let me know, but because then I will get angry at God, not at you, like saying, well, this person was good enough to pray on my behalf to you, and you could not honor that. I would say something, a curse word probably, and I want to stop doing that also. But that's what I mean by don't tell me that you're gonna. I mean, yeah, you could tell me, oh, I'll pray for you, or my prayers that I accept and love and appreciate you all for that. But you should say, oh, you're gonna pray a good long while on my behalf. I prefer not to know. So even when I become better and better in a religion and faith, I still don't want. Well, right now I'm saying that maybe then I won't. But yeah, I've had enough disappointment. I don't know how to say it. But it's all good, right, Colleen? Right, Keisha? And see, like Journey is, or Robin and Chet, and Enzo, baby Enzo, and little Ringo. Lyle Jones, Mark the Shark. I might drawing a blank. Jewel in the Kitchen, Colleen. I needed that cry actually, so thank you all for making me say stuff that you don't need to know about. No, but thank you all for coming here and letting me cry, and it's my therapy. It's better than doing it alone, because then I'd probably continue longer than I did, because you all are giving me attention, not giving me attention, allowing me to get my mind off of just having idle thoughts. And when I end this live stream, I will continue watching videos or listen to music videos and stuff like that. And I like doing research. It's things I do for myself. Maybe I should clean the straight out the apartment. Oh, thank you, Colleen. Okay, Keisha, I'm sorry I'm barely seeing this, but thank you so much, Puppy Life, for coming by, enjoying and being part of this drama. I don't want drama on my channel, but it just seems to happen. So, What's the time on there? Where is the minutes at? Oh, maybe I got it. See, I'm forgetting. It's supposed to tell me how much. Oh, Lord have mercy, an hour and a half. Let's see. Well, I could talk on, talk and talk like my mouth's got diarrhea, but nobody wants diarrhea of the mouth or anywhere else. But I don't want to take up your time because I announced it at the last minute. You know, I don't, like I said, I don't like plan. I like spontaneous, I guess, if that's the right word, being spontaneous. Like I said, I like to be as real as possible. And if I pre-script what I plan to do and say, or where I'm going to stand in live chat or a video, I think to me, I would get bored and probably never do another video again. At least not on YouTube. But I'm blessed, and I have all of you to thank, and I have Jesus Christ and God, and again, Pastor Al, Treasures Delight, and Rose for having that live chat, and your dad, Pastor Al, offering if anybody wants acceptance of Christ and God, should let him know, and I let him know that day. So again, thank you, the three. Thank you, Colleen and Keisha and Robin and Chad and Enzo and Ringo, Bob Jones, Jewel in the kitchen. Oh, God, am I blinking? Martha Shark, Sam. Trying to see the names again. Oh, Clubhouse, Corner, Colbert. Let's make it easy and make. Oops. Come on, get over here. Where's it? Sam Gloves. Oh my God. Brandy's unboxings and more. Thank you so much, sweetheart, Populate, for coming by. Oh, there it goes. Corner Clubhouse, Colbert. Okay. Colbert. Cobalt. Sorry. I just saw your profile picture, Colbert. Cool. Oh my God. Liz. I'm so sorry. Liz, I'm drawing a blank. I don't know why, but thank you again for coming by. You may be gone already, but thank you, sweetheart, Populate, for coming by. Really appreciate you. When I see you on Dee's channel, huh? I haven't been on there in a few. Who else? Again, I'm not that much of an asshole. Okay, and StreamYard, thanks for being the host of the live chat stream podcast. Get everybody. Oh, well, I'll say your channel name, Rev L for Jesus. Hello, Colleen. Thank you for coming by, Puppy, and I'll see you around. All right. Bye. God bless. And have a blessed evening and a great, fun, blessed, safe, joyful coming new week and always. Okay. Bye, Puppy and Bros, for coming by. Talk to you all later.